Are you relocating to Georgia and wondering, what do I need to register my car in Georgia? And how much Georgia ad valorem tax will I be required to pay? That's what we're talking about today, and I'm sharing my 5 tips to make the process smoother. So are you ready? Let's go! Welcome! My name is Karla Eisele, and I'm a proud Alpharetta resident and your local realtor with Keller Williams North Atlanta. A common question I get from my clients relocating to the Atlanta area is, what's the process for registering my car in Georgia? And how much will it cost? I don't know about you, but I don't like surprises, especially when moving to a new area and there's money involved. To make it easier for you, I wrote a blog post to complement this video. You'll find a link in the description. So tap the title of this video to check that out down below. Let's break down the 3 steps involved. That way you'll be prepared before you start the process. Step number 1, transfer your driver's license to the state of Georgia. So that's easy, right? You just search for the DMV in Georgia. Surprise, the state of Georgia doesn't have a DMV. We're extra special, so we have 2 agencies, the Department of Driver Services, that's the DDS, and the Department of Revenue, the DOR, aka the tax collector. The DDS helps you obtain your driver's license, while the DOR is where you'll register your vehicle, get license plates, and pay your vehicle tax. But first things first, gather the documents needed to transfer your license. You'll be required to provide primary identification, such as a birth certificate or a U.S. passport, plus proof of your social security number, such as a social security card. And they'll need proof of residence in the form of 2 documents, like your recorded deed from closing and a utility bill with your new address. There are options within each of the 3 categories, so be sure to review their list of acceptable Real ID documents online. You are required to transfer your license in person at a DDS Customer Service Center. To find a convenient DDS, visit dds.georgia.gov for locations and be sure to check their hours of operation before you go. Tip number 1, you don't have to go to the location in your city. I live in Alpharetta, but I find it's quicker to visit the DDS Customer Service Center in Cumming. It's right off Georgia 400, so it's worth driving north a little to get in and out faster. You must apply for your Georgia driver's license within 30 days of becoming a resident, and you will be required to surrender your former state driver's license, so be sure to bring it with you, provided it's not expired more than 2 years. Check out dds.georgia.gov for requirements if this doesn't apply. Tip number 2, following these steps in order will help to prevent you from having to make multiple trips and save you time. Before you visit the DDS Customer Service Center, be sure to visit their website. You'll need to complete the required license form. This allows you to prepare your information before visiting a customer service center. It only takes about 5 minutes to complete online. And you'll want to be prepared for the DDS to take your photo for your driver's license. Tip number 3, you can have a bit of a smile on your face so you don't look grumpy, but you're not allowed to flash a big toothy smile. Just make a friendly expression, like the same you would have if you were pulled over, right? Not. Anyways, it's valid for 8 years, so make it a good one. You'll also be required to take a vision exam. The minimum acceptable vision for a non-commercial license is 20/60 in at least one eye, with or without corrective lenses. So don't forget to bring your glasses if you wear them to drive. The driver's license fee is $32. Ready to relocate to Atlanta? Download our free guide and get the insider tips you need to make your move smooth and successful. Grab your Atlanta relocation guide in the description box down below. With our guide in hand, you'll be well on your way to making Metro Atlanta your new home. Step number 2, vehicle registration and tags. Just like your license, you'll be required to transfer your vehicle registration within 30 days of moving to Georgia. You'll need to appear in person at the county tag office to register, pay the taxes, and get your license plates. The Department of Revenue website is dor.georgia.gov. Just go online to look up your county tag office, and don't forget to check their hours of operation. Tip number 4, you can only go to the county tag office in which you reside, unlike getting a driver's license where you can go to any location. Now it's time to gather more documents. Be sure to check their website for all the details, as this list is an overview of the documents needed to apply. You'll need your Georgia driver's license with your new address, the VIN number, which is stamped on the dashboard near the windshield on the driver's side of your car, the MV-1 title tag application, which you can complete online, proof of ownership, that's your valid out-of-state title or the manufacturer's statement of origin. That is, if your vehicle is new and has never been issued a title. If you have a loan on your vehicle or you lease your vehicle, you'll need to complete Form T-17. That is the statement of title held by lien holder, security interest holder, or lease company. This is available online as well. You'll need to have an emissions inspection done showing the vehicle passed. I'll cover more on that shortly. You'll also need to have proof of insurance on the vehicle filed by your insurance company. The fees to register your vehicle are $18 for a standard title application and $20 for the license plate fee. And last but not least, be prepared to pay the ad valorem taxes for the vehicle. Stay tuned, I'll be sharing more info on taxes too. Let's revisit the emission inspection requirements. If you're not familiar, this is done to reduce vehicle pollution as Georgia's committed to better air quality established by the Clean Air Act. So which vehicle model years require testing? For the year 2023, vehicles 2021 and newer and 1998 and older are exempt from the emission inspection. But for all 1999 through 2020 model year gasoline-powered cars and light-duty trucks, that is trucks weighing 8,500 pounds or less, to be registered in Forsyth, Fulton, and Gwinnett counties, must have an emissions inspection. For an extensive list of all 13 counties and more details, you'll want to visit cleanairforce.com. The emission inspection test costs up to $25 and can be done at various service stations listed on their website. If your vehicle passes the emission inspection, you're good to go. If your vehicle fails, you'll need to get it repaired ASAP, and you'll be able to receive one free retest at the original inspection station within 30 calendar days of the initial inspection. Step number 3, calculate the ad valorem taxes. Many years ago, all ad valorem tax was paid annually based on the fair market value of the vehicle. That changed in 2013, and now Georgia has 2 types of vehicle property taxes: the title ad valorem tax, TAVT, and the annual ad valorem tax. The title ad valorem tax applies to vehicles purchased March 1, 2013 or later, with a few exceptions. Whereas the annual ad valorem tax applies to vehicles purchased prior to March 1, 2013. So in regard to the title ad valorem, I have good news and I have bad news. Let's tackle the bad news first. The current title ad valorem tax rate is 6.6% on the fair market value of the vehicle. It's a one-time tax paid at the time the vehicle is titled. Now for the good news. Residents moving to Georgia will pay a one-time title ad valorem tax equaling 3% of the value of the vehicle when applying for Georgia title and registration. Well, I wish I could say you don't have to pay taxes altogether, but paying less is better, right? This tax is to be paid when you register your vehicle in addition to the registration and tag fees. Then, subsequent years, you renew your vehicle registration by paying the $20 renewal fee. Tip number 5, there are lots of fun specially license plates to choose from. You'll need to complete the Special Prestige license plate application, and there's a one-time $35 manufacturing fee. Plus, each year thereafter, you'll pay an additional $35 annual special tag fee. You can go online to view all the options. Let's get back to taxes. For vehicles purchased prior to March 1, 2013, the value tax is assessed annually. The renewal of your vehicle registration is the month of your birthday, known as the birthday tax. Well, that's no birthday gift. Geez, who decided that? Oh well, I have to say, it does help me remember it's due and to put the new tag stickers on my car. So I guess that was the point. You'll pay the annual ad valorem taxes initially and then each year thereafter during your birthday month. Keep in mind that the vehicle registration renewal each year must be paid by the last day of your registration period to avoid a 10% penalty. The tax amount is based on the current fair market value of the vehicle and the tax district in which the owner resides. To calculate either tax, you can use the Georgia Ad Valorem Tax Calculator, which can be found on the Georgia Department of Revenue's website. The calculator will ask for information such as your county of residence, type of vehicle, and year, make, and model. Once the ad valorem tax is calculated, you can pay the taxes either online or in person at your local county tag office. After paying the appropriate taxes, you'll need to take your paperwork to the county tag office to complete the registration process and receive your tag and vehicle registration. If you like this video, leave a comment down below. That will help get this video out to more people. So what do you think? I hope this helped. Having the necessary documentation ready before registering an out-of-state vehicle in Georgia is key. And with the Georgia Ad Valorem Tax Calculator and having the necessary documents, registering your vehicle will be much easier. Good luck and thanks for watching.